Hi, it's your coach Skip La Cour, and today I want to talk about effective methods to monitor your progress as you're working hard to lose body fat. Now, I'm a big believer in tracking, documenting, assessing, monitoring everything you do in your pursuit of any goal in life, not just your bodybuilding and training goals, not just with your physique, with anything in life. When you can document, track, monitor, and assess your efforts, you have a far better chance to succeed at the highest level. The challenge comes with monitoring and assessing your efforts when it comes to losing body fat, which methods you choose. Now, many people use the scale, what they weigh, as a way to monitor their progress. The challenge with weighing yourself is that your body's weight can vary different times of the day, over the course of days, and you may be working hard, you may be doing everything right in the most effective and efficient manner, yet it's not reflected on the scale. That can be especially true where you can weigh a lot more in the evening as you do in the morning, yet there's no possible way they could really gain 2 pounds of fat in a day. All right, so it's not always an effective way to measure your progress. And if you're not getting the number on the scale that you think you deserve, it could really hurt your level of motivation and make you question if you're really doing the things you need to do to lose the body fat that you want. Now, a more sophisticated means of tracking and monitoring your efforts will be testing your body fat levels. But even that method, and I don't care if it's body fat calipers or even underwater dunk tank, water immersion methods, those still aren't accurate when measured on a continual basis, even every week. Now, those are more effective over time, over larger periods of time, after you put in the work and the effort on a consistent basis. But when you're trying to track, monitor, and assess what you're doing, your level of success on a short-term basis, those numbers vary too much. Just think about it. If you've been working hard, you've been consistent, you're really putting in your time, and you're doing quite well, and you were to measure body fat, and let's just say it's 12%. And then you did another 3 weeks with that same type of focus, intensity, that effort, and you really think that number should be significantly less. You could very well get your body fat tested 3 weeks later, and you could be a lot higher than that, or at least the same. All right, because of how your body carries water, you may weigh more. That could make the body fat percentage less, how it's measured, even the way it's measured. All right, just in this short period of time, over the course of time, monitoring your progress, determining if your strategies to lose fat are effective, even body fat percentages are not an accurate way to track, monitor, and assess your progress. So what ways do I think are the best way to monitor your progress, make sure you are on the right track to lose that body fat? Well, first of all, it's to come up with a plan, get all the knowledge and expertise you need to come up with a strategic plan to lose that body fat, whether that's with your weight training, cardiovascular training, nutrition, lifestyle. Come up with a plan. Create a list of daily disciplines of things that you need to do every single day to get closer and closer to your goal. And that's what you should monitor. If you have 5 things that you need to do every single day and you're knocking down all 5 things, that's a great way to monitor your progress. Another way that you can monitor your progress is how your clothes feel. Are they fitting a little bit differently? That's a more reliable way to monitor your progress than your weight on the scale or body fat percentages. Now, just think about this. If you were to look in the mirror, which is another great way to monitor your progress, if you're on track to lose the body fat that you're working so hard to lose, if you looked in the mirror and were really happy with the way that you look, wow, my hard work is paying off. You may even stand in the mirror for a few seconds long just admiring your hard work. Feel really great about your efforts and the way you look. And then you were to get on that scale, and that number, whatever number that is higher than you expected. that can really do some damage on your psyche, really make you question your methods. Just moments before, you liked what you saw in the mirror, and because that number wasn't the number you thought you deserved, all of a sudden, now you look in the mirror and your mind plays tricks on you. You're no longer happy with what you see in the mirror. So using that form of measurement certainly didn't help you, all right? How about this? What if you got on the scale and there was a very complimentary number? It was a great number that you're happy with. And then you got in front of the mirror and you didn't like what you saw. You didn't think that that number was a good indication of what you look like. You weren't happy with the way that you looked. Would that great number on the scale really change the way you felt about your efforts? And the same could be said with body fat percentages. So the mirror is a much better guide, a much better way to monitor and assess your progress while you're trying to lose body fat. If you like what you see in the mirror, the chances are outstanding that you're making progress, especially when you do that on a consistent basis. So I'm a big believer in tracking, monitoring, and assessing your progress while you're trying to lose body fat. It's just very important for you on a mental and emotional standpoint that you pick the right methods to monitor your progress. So create those disciplines, monitor the way, how effectively you're knocking off those daily disciplines, as I call them. You also want to see how your clothes are feeling and monitor your progress that way. And probably the best way to monitor your progress as you're striving to lose that body fat is to use the mirror as your guide. I'm your coach, Skip La Cour. Train hard and think big.
This expert online coaching is brought to you by Supreme Clean Mass Machine Nutrition by Skip La Cour. Skip La Cour's Mass Machine Nutrition is available at bodybuilding.com.